Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience.
Yeah.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down.
Look at that.
Take a seat.
Scanning ovation.
Please, stop. Gentlemen in the second row, we'll get you Tom's autograph in a minute.
Love you.
It's fine. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
Welcome to the Jason Show. Jason is off this week. I'm Kendall and Tom Butler's here with me today.
Nice to see you as always.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, and it's the day that we hold in high reverence the taco,
Here we
of
go.
course. Leo, if I could get jib 7 on the sock portion. Jib 7,
This is
and
important. Tom's
there it
socks
is.
are
Our
very
crack
important.
team, Eric, has got this shot, and there it is.
Oh, there it is,
Let me
the
move it out.
taco
There
sock.
it is. Those are from my lovely wife and my beautiful daughters. That would be Christmas, I think, 2-3 years ago.
Was it the tie this year and it was the
I got the
socks
necktie.
last
I should
year?
have worn that. Is that too much, though, if I wore the tie and the socks?
No, but that tie is quite fabulous
It
that
is
you're
pretty
rocking
nice.
today. It's much more Jason Show-esque.
I was trying for that. So there you go.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. How was your weekend?
Good. It was very nice. How about you? We both. Well, you had the long weekend.
I had the
You
long
had the
weekend.
birthday weekend.
Oh, I had a great week.
Yeah.
It was Dirty 30,
Yes.
as they say, surprise birthday party, which was awesome.
So you were you went to dinner, and then your husband put a blindfold on you because there was an after party.
Yes.
That was the surprise part.
That was a surprise. And if anyone knows me, I get really car sick. So the blindfold was a terrible idea. Because by the time we got to the surprise, everyone's like, surprise! And I'm like, everybody,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming.
Anyone got some Pepto?
I'm not crying.
Yeah.
No, it was so fun though. It was this old Hollywood glam theme.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend, she works at a company where she can print off massive things. So there was pictures of Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn,
Oh,
Hugh
nice.
Grant, and then all of a sudden, above the fireplace, there's this, like a picture this big of me.
Nice. Well, right.
I looked like I had died. It was like a shrine.
know.
I'm sorry. Jeff wants it for
You're
the studio.
Just
so,
your 20s. Your 20s died. That's what happened
They
there.
died. I asked Jordan, I was like, we went to sushi on Friday, and I said, it's your last night married to a 20-something. What are you going to do? He's like, I guess I have to leave.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know.
The 2020 models are coming out right now.
Sorry, everybody. So no, it was it was a good weekend, and yes, I had Monday off, which was nice.
Yeah.
It was really
Very
nice.
And we're excited about the warmer weather to come, too. That's tomorrow.
Yeah,
starting
what's
tomorrow.
up with that?
I can't wait.
I mean, I can.
We were in Wayzata over the weekend, Saturday. I just got real quickly. For those of us who ventured out on Saturday,
Yes.
this was your party? Was it Saturday or was it Friday?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yes.
the wind, I mean, that
was
wind.
crazy.
Oh, man, it's that kind of wind when it hits you, it's just pain.
Yeah.
Instant pain.
It's fetal position.
Yes, it hurts.
Everything hurts. I went outside, yeah, and it was painful. We actually had to stall, I guess. Jordan, we got done with dinner. He's like, let's just grab a drink. I'm like, oh, are we stalling? Is there something
there's
going
a
on?
stall.
Because the roads were so bad
Yeah.
too. People couldn't
Well,
get
right.
there fast enough.
We went to Wayzata High School and cars were in the median, we're out on 55, and that's a pretty, you're not getting out once you get in that median.
So imagine me in a blindfold doing this in
Yeah,
the car
not-
with him, and
No
it
wonder
was
you're a little.
exciting. It's just a little rough. Hey, in that happy news,
Yes.
time for the hot dish.
Let's do it up.
Oh, Tom, I'll use these. I'll do it.
You're gonna go. Oh, look, it's like sushi. Sushi hot dish.
It's totally normal. Okay.
Yeah.
The Screen Actors Guild Awards were held on Sunday night, and big winners included Joaquin Phoenix for
Good.
The Joker.
Yep.
Who, oh, by the way, did you hear his funny speech about Leonardo
did.
DiCaprio? Because that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Google it.
All
Renee
right.
Zellweger won for Judy.
Like her.
But nobody cares.
Because
Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
they're getting back together.
They were together. The two were spotted backstage following their SAG
Let's look at
wins.
the picture here.
Oh yes, the photographers captured them having a moment like that, leading some to believe they could be on the road to rekindling. Jennifer
hand
also
grabbing.
posted photos of her Instagram from that night, including one of her dress hanging on the bathtub and that beautiful one where she just kind of laid there in the back of the car.
There you go. Well, they're both available, right?
Yeah,
They're
I
both-
mean, they've both been split or
Yeah.
divorced since their own divorced. And I don't know, if you look...
15 years ago.
Yeah, if you look at like one of the pictures, I didn't notice this, but executive producer Jeff pointed out, she kind of is like cuffing the inside of his
The lapel?
jacket. Yeah. I mean, that's a very personal thing.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't just put my finger in your
Right.
lapel.
You don't do that space.
It's a very personal space.
It is.
You know?
I don't even like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I I like that they could be getting back
Oh,
together.
all right.
I don't like the idea of touching random people's lapels.
No.
Tom, take it away.
All right. Next up in the dish, now that we know turn on, turn offs, there could be a new feud going on in Hollywood, and it's between two of the biggest pop stars on the planet. Apparently, Taylor Swift works out in a gym, and she likes to make sure the gym is empty before she goes there because I'm Taylor Swift. Well, guess what happened? Another person who likes to do that, have the gym to himself, is Justin Bieber. They happen to kind of overlap. According to TMZ, Taylor had an appointment at the gym. When she showed up, she wanted everyone out. The Biebs was apparently at the gym at the same time. His security told her security, no. No, we're going to stay. And Justin is not quite finished with his squats, so he'll be doing that.
Diggy does squats?
And they left at their own pace. Well, once they did leave the gym, then they cleared out the gym for Taylor. But so there you go. Maybe a little rift going on here.
Well, they've been doing this for years now because he dated her friend Selena Gomez and supposedly cheated on her, and then there was the whole Scooter Braun thing with the music and he defended him, and now apparently she just, homegirl likes an empty gym.
I guess. We were talking earlier in the meeting though, you have that kind of money. Don't you have a gym at your own palatial palace and like your own trainer and all of that? Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like all of us though, and sometimes you're just like, I just need to get out and be in public.
I guess so.
But if you're kicking everyone out, what did you call it? It's just the sweat particles.
Well, yeah, it's like, yeah. Of course, the team probably cleanses it all first.
Oh, that's true. They all like vac the area. Everything's fine. Taylor may enter now. Okay.
Antibacterial wipes.
Yeah. Next in the dish, Ken Jeong was on with Kimmy Fallon. Kimmy Fallon?
Kimmy is his sister.
Kimmy's sister was actually filling in for Jimmy last night. Ken is a judge on The Masked Singer and talked about what it's like to be on the hit show. Check it out.
But you don't have any hint or anything like when you're rehearsing? Like how do they get the artists in and out?
Oh yeah, well there's a whole method. It's like two separate shows going on. It is like contrary to popular belief. Like we don't know who the contestants are. Nick Cannon, the host, doesn't know. It's like two separate productions in one. And if we do ever have to cross paths, the contestants have to wear like black hoodie, black visors, and black T-shirt that says "Don't look at me." And even their agent and publicist or their whole squad, they have to wear masks just in case if like let's say we would have the same agent or something like that, like we don't know who anybody is.
I'm sure they're gonna up their game Super Bowl.
Yeah. I want one of those shirts that says "Don't look at me."
Don't look at me.
Yeah, and you could just like put it on a Sunday and be like, "Don't look at me."
But then you see that and then you look at the person.
Well, obviously.
That's what you want to do.
But it's just so fun. It's so fun. Okay, I have to say, really, does Nick Cannon not know? Because when he takes off that mask, what if he has a brain fart and he's like, I can't remember what your name is.
You're right. You look familiar.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to know somewhat.
Then does it pop up in maybe the teleprompter there, or a producer in the ear maybe tells him something else? Kind of like how we operate, Kendall.
Is that how TV works?
That's how it works. That is. Trade secrets.
Well, I started off my morning with chopsticks made out of pencils, and I'm ending it close to that way.
You can tell, and I know that they maybe exaggerate their reaction sometimes, but you can tell that the panel typically is pretty surprised, or if they figured things out, maybe they're not but there are times that they are just blown away, like people at home.
That's true, and I'm excited because he also talked about Jamie Foxx is going to be a guest judge on this episode.
Good.
Yeah, because the new season
Blame
is.
it on the alcohol.
No, keep going.
Oh, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, that's really.
That's
excited.
a good tune, though. I do like that song.
Excited.
Yeah.
So the Masked Singer, the new season debuts after the Super Bowl, and that's when I guess Jamie Foxx is going to be on there. And everybody thought he was the Fox.
The Fox.
Last season, and he wasn't. So it's kind of a funny little play on it.
I like that. I like that, and I like Jamie Foxx. Next in the dish, Kelly Ripa, we know has co-hosted her morning show with 3 different men over the last couple of decades. First, of course, it was Regis.
Yeah.
Then it was Michael Strahan. They had the nasty parting of the ways. And Ryan Seacrest, of course, her current host. Well, she revealed something on the program the other day that it was different. When Ryan came on board in 2017, she said that's when she decided to quit drinking.
Huh?
When Ryan became her co-host. She didn't say why, but she did say that she wanted to make the change and joked that was the reason wine sales dropped in America when she started drinking. She and Michael, we know, they had kind of an ugly split. She basically found out like the rest of us, that he was leaving and going to GMA, and didn't tell her prior to that, or I guess even the producers, and so and to this day, I guess they're not on speaking terms. They don't talk. So it's too bad it ended like that, and maybe someday they'll bury the hatchet, but it's still, still a little too fresh for her, I think.
I guess. Well, so I was reading a little bit more about this. I was like, why would you just? I mean, like you said, she didn't explain why she quit drinking. Was it because maybe Ryan Seacrest doesn't drink? So
maybe.
I guess she follows this high alkaline diet. I know nothing about this. I would like to throw that out there. But she doesn't eat a lot of fish, yogurt, things like that. She eats a lot of vegetables, and you're not supposed to have wine.
Oh.
Like alcohol on this diet. It's very vegan, and you don't. But I'm like, don't vegans eat grapes?
Sure. And what if it's a fermented grape?
I mean, isn't that like totally fine?
Is there anything
But
wrong with that?
I'm guessing that's what it is. And she says that's why she looks so good, essentially.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean,
to each his own, and I mean, good for her that that's what she wants to do, and she's
Right.
held to it. But why was that the turning point to stop drinking when Ryan became,
maybe it was much easier. Her
don't
life
know.
was easier. She didn't need to go home and just pop one back every day.
But there could be something to that. That's
I
true.
don't
And maybe
know.
to your point too, maybe Ryan, he seems like a pretty healthy guy. Maybe
Right.
he doesn't drink at all. And
I
so
mean, he
maybe-
looks like he's like 25.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's our guess.
There you go.
Okay, people, the information that you learn on this show, grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. We don't judge. Lots more to come. We'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. Still to come on The Jason Show, another battle of the crowns on The Bachelor. While Pilot Pete is looking for love, two of his potential wives are throwing shade. Producer Ted breaks down the drama. Plus, a relief from winter, right in St. Paul. I sign up for flower duty at the Como Conservatory, helping to transform the sunken garden from the holidays to winter. And eating your vegetables without sacrificing the foods you love. Nutrition coach Lindsay Ogden shows us how to sneak an extra helping of veggies into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's all ahead today on The Jason Show.
But tonight we learned that this fight about the champagne wasn't about the champagne.
I'm not a champagne stealer. I never intended. That was
It's not
enormous.
about the champagne.
Oh, okay, it's not about the champagne.
I don't
anymore.
even really like champagne.
What? You don't like champagne? We devoted multiple hours of our lives to watching you have a hysterical tantrum over it. And then Hannah Ann very humorously explained why it took her time to apologize for drinking the champagne.
After the finasco of the champagne stealing incident, you were calling me.
That's
bitch?
right. After the finasco. Who does she think she is? The president? That's not. That wasn't the only attack on the English language tonight. There's another assault made by a young woman named Kiera.
We got these bags with our names on them.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And inside of it was like a cute pajama lingerie set.
The lingering set. And the winner.
Oh, Jimmy
Bless her heart.
Kimmel. I mean, it's easy to poke fun at that kind of mispronunciation. That was on last night's Bachelor. Tom, just so you know,
Yes.
the champagne fiasco was a really big deal. She saved that bottle for a year and a half, and the other girl stole her champagne.
I mean, that's really what I would call a finasco. That's what that would be.
Finasco.
It was another week in Pilot Pete's quest for love, and there was even more turbulence, so we say, in the house when some of the women being accused of not being there for the right reasons, in air quotes. So what does that mean? Once again, well, it means it's time for America Loves Ted.
Yay!
That's what it means. And the mispronunciation thing. So my sister and I were shopping for a present in our, I don't know, we're both in our 20s, and we're like shopping around in the mall. She goes, "What if we got some of that Godiva?" I go, "Godiva?" She goes, that really fancy chocolate. You mean Godiva?
Godiva? It happens to the best of us.
It just does, Producer Ted. So tell us about your vantage point, what you thought of last night's program and the whole Champagne Gate.
Well, so we really put a bow on the Champagne Gate, right? So Kelsey, Hannah Ann, Champagne One stole the champagne, then she didn't really like the champagne. We put it to bed, and I feel like we've moved on, and we can now go on to like other more important dramas.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, that is important. And you know, the fun thing about this is Champagne Gate was Miss Iowa, correct? And now there's a new gate with another Miss former something. What is happening?
Right, so that is Alea. Alea is the new villain, and it was last night where she really, I mean, we really haven't really heard anything from Alea in a long time, and the claws came out. So Alea is Miss Texas. That is her right there.
Oh.
And she, you know, can kind of turn on the charm, and some of the ladies say that she turns it on when the cameras are rolling or when Peter is around. So they were just, hey, Peter, just so you know, she might not be here for the right reasons.
I love that line.
Yeah.
So much.
Well, then, so did Pilot Pete call them out?
Pilot Pete did something that we have never seen before.
What?
On TV.
Whoa.
At the end of the group date, he sat them all down and he said, some of you guys have been telling me some stuff. So Sydney, what did you say?
Called her out to, wow.
And she's sort of like, well, Alea may not be here for the right reasons.
The wheels are turning. Look at her thinking. Oh gosh. Could you just cut the awkward with like a soft butter knife?
Yeah, real awkward. And I don't really know what his goal in doing that, because, hey, one of these are you going to be your wife. Like, you're going to marry one of these ladies, and they're going to remember this, how you called them all out. So I don't know. I don't think it was a smart decision.
Now, I think we missed one little important part
Oh yes,
of
the
the
pillow
evening.
fight.
I understand the whole lingerie and all that. And then that led to there was some kind of pillow fight, Ted?
Right.
Pillow
So
fight?
every year we have this on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, where we have to get people into skimpy outfits and let them battle it out. And this was another one of those
Oh,
days.
my.
So they're
Okay.
wearing lingerie.
Sure.
They're beating each other with pillows. They're wrestling around to see who's. And he's like just loving it. And there's Fred Willard, who maybe we need to stop with the Fred Willard coming on The Bachelor, because he's just looking a little
rough.
rough.
Like the ladies in that scene. So
Yeah.
also, side note, I did watch some of this. Demi showed up. What is with all these former bachelorettes and bachelor people just showing up on this
Bringing
season?
back the favorites. Yeah, so Demi was on Bachelor in Paradise last season. She fell in love with Christian. They got engaged. They're no longer together. Shocking.
Oh, they're not. She
No,
broke up.
yeah, it's real sad.
Did you know that, Tom?
I did not know that. There was supposed to be a pool party, too?
You know, so Peter was this hit him hard. This Alea news really hit Peter hard. And so he comes in, so Chris Harrison comes in and says, great news, we're going to have a pool party. So they all get in their pool party outfits.
Sure.
Then Peter comes in, he's like, I'm not feeling good. This is weird. No pool party. So they just sort of kept their swimsuits on, and they like walked around the pool and talked about Alea.
Oh.
So it wasn't exactly a pool party. It was more of a, let's just leave the pool party for next week and let's talk about Alea in our swimsuits.
So let me get this straight. There was a lingerie or lingerie pillow fight, and then there was an Alea-based swimsuit party where no one actually got in the pool.
Right.
No splish splash.
Yeah, it was, and you know, Pete wants to find his future wife, so he's taking this very seriously.
I can see that.
That's kind of where I was going with
A
that.
lot of layers to this one.
A lot of
So-
layers to this cake.
So here's the thing. Here's what happens with Alea.
oh, yes.
Alea gets the boot. Okay. She gets, spoiler alert, she gets booted.
Okay.
But then, in previews for next week, she comes back.
Wait, did you just say she comes
She
back?
comes back.
She comes back because he
like-
didn't feel right about it. At the end of the episode, he's like, I don't feel right about this. So she might come back and
Oh.
we'll do this all over again.
Plot
We'll get the
twist. Here we go.
canceled pool party.
And they're already tipping their hand a little bit to go, you know, you want to watch again.
You know you want to watch this. Go down.
They watch in my house, Ted, as I told you, every Monday. They get their little Bachelor mix going with the
Skittles and
popcorn and goldfish and bugles, whatever else goes in there. And I get the treat. I don't watch it.
Yeah, he doesn't stick around. He doesn't know who Pete is half the time.
That's sad.
Ted, thank you so much for filling us in.
But we're glad you're in the know.
This is great.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was very important.
America loves Ted.
They do. By the way, I just have to add that it's going to be a turbulent season.
Yes, with Pilot Pete.
Sorry, the puns are just terrible and they're so fun, but so is the show. You know you watch it. Okay, next in the dish, Madonna is facing backlash from fans after she canceled a show last minute. When we say last minute, we mean like last minute. Now, the Queen of Pop was set to perform in Portugal on Sunday night, but 45 minutes before the set was to begin, fans got an email saying Madonna just wasn't coming. She cited medical reasons, and on Twitter, the 61-year-old said she had to cancel to rest her body. This is the 8th show she's canceled during her current tour. And
oh boy.
I get it. She's 61. She puts on a great show, but 45 minutes?
You just wonder, though, to cancel 8 on one tour like that? Is there something medically going on with her?
Oh.
To me, that's the bigger issue. Is there's not that she's just maybe tired.
Right.
It's age-related, but is there a medical thing going on here?
Oh, that's true. I mean, here
That's
I am being
my
like
thought.
sarcastic and evil, but that's like a really valid
I hope she's
point.
okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 45 minutes before you're ready to
Well, you're
listen
usually
to-
there already.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you're already
course.
there. You're like, oh, okay.
Hope things are okay with Madge. We'll see. Next up in the dish, biopics we know are all the rage these days after Bohemian Rhapsody, hugely popular, about Freddie Mercury, of course, and Queen. Rocket Man about Elton John, Sir Elton John. I apologize for that, Sir Elton John. Big successes we know at the box office. Not everyone, though, wants their life to be on the big screen. Case in point, in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Sting says absolutely not to the idea of a biopic. It comes as his musical, The Last Ship, hits the road. Sting wrote the music. He stars in this musical. He says he would rather have control over his story, like in a play, then hand it over to someone to make a movie. The Last Ship, by the way, will be coming to the Ordway Theater in April in St. Paul.
So I got a little bit of a taste of it. This was, I want to say back in October. He came by for Friends of the Ordway. I don't know what their title is, but he played a little set. This is the interview that we did with him. We had 2 minutes.
Wow.
2 minutes with Sting. I almost
How
died.
great was that?
It was so cool. It honestly was so cool.
Look at you.
I know.
Did you shake hands with him the whole bit?
Yeah, we touched.
Nice.
We touched hands.
Nice.
I didn't wash it for a week afterwards.
Yeah,
he smells like patchouli.
Is that right?
Like Aveda, like patchouli. Like very clean
Yes.
and like herbal, like you would think Sting would smell.
I would think so. Like,
Yeah.
like a botanical garden.
Yeah, but
That's Sting.
like a botanical garden.
Yes.
That's Sting. Well, honestly, I think the music is really cool from
Right.
the show. So
And in that little bit of time, he seems like a charming guy, right? Seems
Oh,
like a
very
very
charming.
down-to-earth, nice kind of guy. Yeah. Very good.
yeah. Yeah, speaking, by the way, of smelling really good, like a garden.
Yes, because Kendall will be heading to the conservatory at Como Park. She'll put her green thumb to the test. Oh, look, that's a little earth dance. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. That was my earth dance.
Very nice.
The nutritionist Lindsay Ogden will join us to help us sneak more veggies into our diet because Lord knows we all need it.
Oh, yeah.
The Jason Show. We'll be right back.
I like rutabagas. It's kind of like a turnip. You put it in stew. Here it is, Tuesday, Taco Tuesday at that. Welcome back. It's a little gray and cold outside, although there's a little sun today, which is not too bad. But there's one spot in the Twin Cities where you can escape to the tropics.
That's the Marjorie McNeely Conservatory at Como Park, and it's a popular place to visit all year long. Right now, though, the winter flower show is on display, so I decided to put my green thumb to the test, and it's a great green thumb, by the way. I'm very good at this.
Very good.
It's time to see if I can make it as a horticulturist for a day, and our latest Kendall Tries Your 9 to 5. You guys do this show, you do 5 different shows every year, but it all starts in here and then you bring it out there.
That's right. All of our materials grown right here on site in St. Paul.
Keep calling it a herbologist. I don't know if you're into Harry Potter.
We love Harry Potter in our house. Yes.
Like you're Professor Sprout and I am your student. This is where I would start and find my baby mandrake. which really is not a baby mandrake.
In this case, it's baby pansies. We just took these out of the germination chamber. These started as seeds, sprouted, and then over a period of weeks, we stepped them up, and we have some that are ready to go in the garden.
They're so tiny.
Yes. Let's head into the dormant greenhouse next and check out the azaleas.
What do you define dormant greenhouse?
Dormant greenhouse is a cold greenhouse, much different than the one we're in right now. This is where we keep our tropicals during the winter, but this other greenhouse gets down to pretty cold, 40 degrees at night.
Okay, back to the cold. This beautiful girl is the reason we came into the cold. Can't see your breath though, so it's not that bad. Her name is the Pink Debutante, and she's on display.
Pink Debutante is one of our camellias that's in the winter flower show.
So pretty.
This flower show heavily features camellias and also azalea. Having a period of cold is how this plant initiates flower buds. If it was warm all year, it wouldn't flower. So we keep it in a dormant greenhouse, flower buds form, and then after that's happened, when we bring them into the warmth and put them in the sunken garden, they burst into bloom.
And they smell real good too. These are my baby mandrakes. But when you pull them out of the ground, they don't scream. But we really are going to be planting these in the other room, right?
We are. These are a viola called Pink Halo, and they're going to be kind of our shoes and socks plant to carpet the area around our...
Did you just say shoes and socks
Yes,
plant?
absolutely. So we've got our camellias, our trees, and our little shrubby azaleas. We need something around them, a little extra color. Our shoes and socks plant.
I love this terminology so much, and I'm going to use it in my home. The sunken garden. It's like the hidden garden because nobody's in here but us.
Time to get to work. We've got lots of planting to do.
Ariel, thank you for not laughing too hard at my dance moves. Okay, I've got my vest. Next step.
Take this, let's bring it into the garden and start planting. Planting.
Okay, this way, I'm already going the wrong way.
We can go right down these stairs.
What's that?
This is the map. So here's your map.
Okay. Oh! Eric. Okay, now what, Ariel?
So put your plant where it says to on the map.
I can't even remember what this is called. I just keep calling it the mandrake. Okay. You know, my secret to reading maps is you just look for things that look like what you have. And these look right.
This is a great spot.
So how gentle do I need to be?
Just make sure you keep the tops connected to the roots.
Do I need to go deeper?
A little deeper.
Okay.
I think that where we have it now, it would be
Bad.
the top exposed. That's looking beautiful. That
Okay.
looks lovely.
Yay! 75 more to go. Last job.
All right, I'm not gonna hold your hand this time. Here's the labels. Please go into the garden and put those name tags out there.
Like literally all of them? Like how do I know where they go?
Use the map. It's in your pocket.
Okay, we might be here a while. And I dropped the map. Okay, hibiscus. Oh my God. This is, oh shoot. Oh, okay. Is this close enough? I think it's close enough. If you look closely, it's not right, but if you don't look very closely, it's fine. Pansy. This is, okay, well, this looks good. Okay, the good news is I did a couple.
Fantastic.
Here's the rest. The bad news is I don't actually know if they're right, but that's.
All right, thanks for your effort.
Yeah.
Thanks for your
for effort.
That's like you get the certificate of participation. Thanks for your
totally
effort.
did.
No, that was fun though, wasn't it?
It was fun, and they were just, it was almost all completed by the time I got there. They were just opening it last weekend. So if you go, we were just talking about this, it's free. People
Right.
forget that.
It's such a treasure in our area. It's such a jewel and so beautiful there. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just gorgeous.
It is, and I honestly, like, my body needed humidity.
Right.
And you walk in and it's sunny and it smells green
good
and humid and you're sweating and it's like, oh, thank you, baby Jesus.
And
for
you get
this.
some beautiful color again instead of the white and some of the brown.
Right. So it is pretty cool.
Very nice.
If you want to check it out, you just go over to the Como Conservatory. You can go to their website, just Como Zoo. It's Google it. It's very easy to find.
It's a great thing to do with the fam, right? It really is.
I like it.
Yep.
Still ahead, we've got shocking details about breaking up and why it takes people just so long to pull the trigger.
Breaking up, it is hard to do. That's what I've heard.
See what he did there.
And you could have thought to yourself, you know, you could have said, I think I'm going to get Brooke some flowers.
You said on our very first date that you don't like flowers, that they're a waste of money.
Every girl likes flowers, Gary.
You say that you don't like flowers. I'm supposed to take that to mean that you do like flowers?
No, this is not about, you're not getting it. You're not getting this, Gary. Okay, it's not about the lemons, it's not about the flowers, it's not about the dishes. It's just
You're just not getting it, Gary.
Yeah.
Every girl loves flowers. That's a clip from the 2006 movie The Breakup, starring, obviously, Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn. Full of great moments many of us can relate to.
That's it's one of those you watch it and you're uncomfortable watching it, right?
Yeah, you're kind of just do this in your chair a little bit. Yeah, well, the reason we're showing you that is because a new study has some revealing details about breakups.
The study from a British mobile phone company found nearly half of all people surveyed admit to staying in a relationship even though they know it is going to end because they're going to end it. Most say they spend an average of 2 months in a relationship before they finally dump the other person. 2 months.
Would you, I mean, in my past experience,
Yes.
I feel like that's pretty spot on.
Is that pretty spot on?
Yeah.
So what does that say? I was in a relationship with probably the only girl who ever broke my heart. Mm-hmm. And our relation, 2 months. So did she, like from the get-go? When I asked her out, was she like, yeah,
maybe not.
I'm going to dump you in 2 months.
Tom Butler doesn't have the ring to it I was
That hurt.
hoping.
Hurt bad. Thank you, Karen.
Sorry, Karen. I don't know. I
yeah.
mean, I think that when I've wanted to break up with someone before, it was probably even longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you're like, I'm so comfortable. Is this the right decision?
Right.
Is it wrong? And I think when I've been dumped, you kind of sense it at least that far in advance that something's happening.
Does someone else come into the picture, or you just and maybe, or is it you just determine this is really not going where I thought it was going to go?
It can be both. Yeah. You know, where you're just not happy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go. Well, the survey also found that the top 10 reasons people do drag it out for those 2 months. Number 10 on the list: avoid the hassle of divvying up stuff and dividing your stuff. If if you've been together for a little while, that can be tough, right?
The money,
Sure.
yeah. Next, their birthday is coming up, so they wait until it's over. But, I mean, don't want to ruin the birthday, I guess.
I guess. Well, and then if it's that person's birthday, they're getting some gifts. Here are your parting gifts before.
Goodbye.
Yeah, before I say see ya. Number 8, needing time to plan the breakup.
Really? Like, how much time do you need? 2 whole months to figure it out?
I guess.
Okay. 7, the fear of being alone. I thought that would be higher on the list, I think.
I get that, yeah, because then it's like, especially if it's not, the impetus isn't for another person, you just don't think that the relationship is going where you think it's going to go, and then you're like, then I'm going to be stuck on a Saturday night by myself. Number 6, a holiday is coming.
Right.
So there you go. It's like, well, I better wait until after, let's say, Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Day is a rough one to be by yourself.
That can be really tough.
That's hard. Okay, moving on to the top 5. In 5th, it's worrying about the other person's reaction to what you're about to do.
Yeah, especially if it's going to be like teary and the ugly cry kind of thing. That's from me.
I was like, Tom.
When Karen dumped me. Number 4 on the list, right, is what to say. You know, how do you put it into words? It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
Well, in my experience, it just kind of comes out like word vomit. You just say it. And you're like, oh, well, that didn't go over at all how I thought it was going to.
And then you see all the question marks over their head.
Yeah. Like, you're like, you didn't know this? Okay. 3rd, not knowing how to do it. Very similar to not knowing what to say.
True. That's true. Number 2 on the list is waiting for the right time. Oh, it's about that time.
Where you need to get out of my life.
The old clock face is telling me.
Okay, the number one reason, hurting someone's feelings.
That's, and hopefully that should be number one for everyone, because you spent some time with this person.
Right.
And you feel bad.
You do. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think what always helped me and what helps other people is remembering that by you're sort of cheating someone out of the situation if you're not happy.
Right.
Because you're going to do it eventually anyway. And it
Right.
often just ends up better for both parties,
That's exactly right. And if you know it's going to, try to do it before 2 months, though. That's not fair to that person for those 2 months of time that
just maybe not Christmas.
you weren't invested.
Just don't do it on Christmas.
Karen. Still ahead. We're chatting with a local nutritionist about getting more veggies in our diet. Mom always said, eat your carrots. And it may be less painful than you might think. We'll have that for you. We know this person. She's very nice.
Oh, yes, we do. We know her. She's very nice.
We'll be right back. If we could bring in Jib 7, Leo, thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. We all know the importance, certainly, of vegetables in our daily diets, but eating a boring salad or a plate of boiled carrots can get old real fast.
Real fast. So how about eating your meals that you love with some veggie substitutes? It's a little easier than you may think. Here with ways to sneak vegetables into your everyday foods is nutrition coach Lindsay Ogden. Lindsay, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, this smell-o-vision, I wish it would work because whatever is happening over here, we'll get to that, but it smells.
I thought that was your perfume.
Oh, thank you. My half-meat squash perfume. It's new. It's all the rage. Okay, so first thing we want to know, how many vegetables should you really eat in a day? Because I feel like everybody says something kind of different.
Yeah, so I know there's different stats out there, 7 to 9 servings, and a lot of people are like, well, what's a serving? Honestly, try to have some type of vegetable at every meal. That's like a simple place to start. Try to have a vegetable on your plate or in your bowl of whatever you're eating. Good place to start.
Right. Just fresh and healthy, too, and good for you.
And different colors,
Can't go wrong.
Yes.
So where do you want to start? You want to start down here?
Yeah, so we have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner option.
Okay.
So our first one here is what we call an egg muffin. So you have your egg muffins right here. You can dress them up with some goat cheese, your whatever favorite cheese you have, avocado. But basically, there's peppers, 2 types of peppers, and spinach in there. Super easy, about 25 minutes in the oven. And I know I sent all the recipes, so we'll share those with you guys.
Is it mostly like egg white that you're using?
So it's 6 eggs to 4 egg whites.
Okay.
Yep, and that gets you 12 of the muffins.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think that this looks really good. You added some avocado to it. Do you think sometimes egg, though, the idea of just egg muffin can be intimidating for kids? Or is it like, do you think that the word muffin is just enough?
Oh, muffin is a fun word. I mean, you
is.
can definitely add different stuff to it. Your salsas, your different dressings, like you can definitely dress them up. Just the basic with the vegetables in there is the peppers and the spinach. You can add tomato in there. I didn't do tomato, but yeah, there's a lot of options.
And you bake it in a muffin tin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the
kids can help with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a part of the fun for the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, a couple of those, and you're probably full.
Yeah.
Like, that looks really good to me. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Breakfast
number
time.
2, lunch.
Yeah, so this is a basic turkey patty, but then again, we added in some peppers, some onions, and some spinach in there. So just ground it up, made the turkey patty. Again, you can dress it up. Instead of doing a bun, you could do a lettuce wrap. You can still do your condiments with it. Again, you could add tomato, avocado, whatever other condiments you like to put on it.
And spinach, and we do spinach a lot in our different things, because you don't, when you bake it or you're cooking, it's not an overriding taste.
Yeah,
or
it
flavor.
hides really well.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's so good for you.
Yes, and then obviously too, you can have it as the bed that you're putting the turkey patty on. So
Right.
it goes even further.
And I know that we're posting all these recipes on our Facebook page, but when you make, like, you've got 3 or 4 patties here, how much veggies do you know when to put into each of them to make it still like a patty?
Well, and to keep it together too.
Right.
Yeah, so that is something with this recipe, because I didn't put any egg in it. So you want to make sure everything is chopped up really fine, and then making sure you're really packing that patty together so it doesn't fall apart when you're making it on the grill or the
Turkey
skillet.
can be a little crumbly.
Yes,
Right.
it can be. It's a little leaner, so yeah.
Just be prepared, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can still put the condiments on it?
You
That's
can,
okay?
yeah.
good, 'cause
See, you can have your veggies and enjoy it too.
Isn't tomato a vegetable? I mean,
There you go.
and there's only like a bajillion grams of sugar in it. It's fine.
The organic is better. The organic is better, so you can find that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is new for you, right, Kendall?
Yes, and this is what
I have
smells
had
so
this.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So simple, switch out your pasta and your spaghetti. So if you haven't tried spaghetti squash, it basically comes whole. This is half, and this is hard. But there's two ways that we have on the recipe to make this: Instapot or in your oven if you don't have one of those.
Oh my gosh, did you just say the word Instapot?
Instapot.
Executive producer Jeff is somewhere going, Instapot? Sorry, what was that?
Where's he at? No. So then once you take it out of the oven or the Instapot, it is softer and it literally has this noodle consistency. So Kendall, if you want to take that fork
scraping,
there
girl.
and scrape it.
Yep.
You literally just scrape
Yeah, you
it.
just scrape it. And so then you can put it on your plate, and then we already have some spaghetti sauce made here, packed with our beef in there, and that's what smells so
Are
good
you
because we
lefty?
heat it
Did
up.
I not know this all this time?
All this time? Yes, lefties are going to dominate if we don't cut our own hands off.
Is her plantain green thumb better or her veggie
That's
green
a good
thumb better? I
question.
don't
That's
know.
a good question.
Hey now, hey
That's
now.
right.
Okay, so you do this for how long? I mean, basically.
Yeah, you
until
just
it's
scrape
done.
it till it's just the shell there. You get quite a bit, actually. I would say about 3 of these would definitely serve a family of 4 for your plates.
A buddy of mine does this with his family, and that was the first time I'd ever had it. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, the spaghetti squash itself doesn't have a lot of taste, but
Right.
that's where you can go to town on your sauce
Right.
here. So a simple marinara sauce, your tomatoes, your mushrooms, you can add in peppers to that one as well,
Right.
but add more veggies into that, make it really hearty. Throw it right on top
and
of
much
there.
healthier. And I got to say, I did like it. I did.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. Yeah.
And I mean, before, so we've talked about all these substitutes. Does it really break down how much nutritional value is in the vegetables, or not really at all?
So people ask that a lot, like how should I cook it? What's the best way to cook it? The way that you're gonna eat it is my answer. So if you don't like raw vegetables and you're not gonna eat raw vegetables, then bake it or do something to it so that you will eat it. You're still gonna get more benefit than not having vegetables at all.
And if you need a little butter, it's a little cat.
little healthy fat. That's fine. Little healthy fat. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Lindsay said you could have butter.
Okay, all right.
And ketchup.
And ketchup. I like Lindsay.
Oh,
Don't take away all the good stuff.
Let's have her back on the program. It's not even my program, but let's have her back.
We're back.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Lindsay, for being
Thank
here. As we
you.
said, we'll be posting this whole segment with all the recipes on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Just search for Jason Show TV and then like us.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Lindsay. Great job. Good stuff. Stay right there. We're coming right back after these brief commercial messages.
Can we eat yet?
I know. But that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
And now I'm like really hungry.
Well, exactly. This is the time we're like hunger pangs.
Literally, I was like, Lindsay, you want to leave me one of those egg bites because I'm going to eat it.
And she is. She's so nice.
Hey, if you guys want to come and see the show, see all these segments for yourself in real life, you absolutely can. We welcome you to. Head to our Facebook page, like it, click on that ticket tab. You're in by 9:15 and out by 11:15. And sometimes there's food.
And sometimes there is food.
And sometimes
please,
there's Tom
when
Butler.
Please, when you're walking through the newsroom, would you wave at me just once? It'd be nice.
Just say hi.
Just to acknowledge that I'm there.
We'll be right back. Like, come back though, because we'll be right
please,
back. We're
yeah,
not saying
we're not
goodbye.
done.
Yeah,
We're not
no,
done.
we're not saying bye.
Good audience today. Thank
Yeah,
you.
the whole crew is clapping loudly. Thank you, everybody. Hey, we've got a pretty important story. As a member of the Beehive, this is very important. Beyonce relaunched her brand of signature clothing and
Yes.
shoes, and some people are very happy about
They're not
it.
happy. What happened with?
Well,
Green Bay?
Beyonce's combination of athletic and leisure wear, it's called Ivy Park. It's sold out in literally one day.
Okay.
Her brand ranges from hoodies to bodysuits to joggers and sneakers. But this is the part people are upset about. The sizes are only available up to an extra large, which translates to about a 16 or 18. An average woman is between a 16 and 18. So those in the plus size
so no
community,
plus sizes.
not very happy. And Adidas, they've just kind of been radio silent about it at this point.
And that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense because Beyonce has kind of been all about empowerment, and
Right.
that's kind of been her platform.
Right, and she's so uber protective of her brand. So
Right.
that's also sort of like, at what point was that misjudgment?
And or was this an Adidas thing, or
I can't believe Adidas too would not have like more than an extra large.
sure?
That's just, I don't know. That just seems so strange to me.
But at least it's out there now, and
Right.
they'll get the message because you need to be able to offer it in multiple sizes.
Right, absolutely. Especially when you see statistics like that. And it's like the average woman is that size. That's average.
Right.
So, I don't know. Y'all got to figure it out, though, because Beyonce is the queen. So, you know.
And she needs the money.
Yeah.
Tomorrow on the show, Erin Meyer from Lemons Lavender and Laundry is here with her latest DIY ideas. That'll be good.
I love
Yeah,
her.
good ideas.
I do, because I end up using all of them in my real life.
Who doesn't love DIY?
Almost as much as I love Beyonce. It's okay, Beyonce. I still love you. I
We'll figure it
support
out.
you.
We'll figure it all out.
I'm a member of the Beehive, full-fledged. So is Tom. Tom Butler's.
I like Jay-Z.
Did you know? Did you know that? Thanks
I got
everybody for
99
watching.
problems.
But this ain't one. Bye.
Have a good one.